What's up, everybody? It's your boy Marcel, aka Cell, Toronto's best kept secret for your custom everything. This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to actually be sending you guys a custom because I want to talk about New Year's resolutions with you guys. It's that time of year where people promise they're going to change their lives, so they're going to do less of something, or they're going to do more of something, or they're going to save money, or they're going to spend money, or they're going to live life, work harder, whatever. We all have our New Year's resolutions, and I'm gonna share with you my resolutions. I promised myself that I would video more work I do. The last year and a half or so, I felt like there was a lot of jobs I did that came out phenomenal, and I never videotaped them, whether it be for certain reasons. I didn't have the equipment, or it was time sensitive, so I just wanted to rush in it, or I just got lazy. You know, setting up the cameras and doing all that stuff it takes some time to do. And for some people, they want their projects done quick. I don't got time to set up the camera. I just gotta get up and go and get it done. This video is gonna be based on the jobs I didn't videotape that I thought that came out so cool, and I regretted not I really regretted not videotaping them. So for the next 8 minutes, 10 minutes or so, I'm going to show you guys one of my few top projects I regret not videotaping. For all those who are asking, just to let you know, those projects will be on my Instagram, or they already are on my Instagram. So if you want to really check them out, whatever, just go to my Instagram. You could just go down right here, and you'll see all those shoes there. They'll be there, so you'll be able to look at them, without rushing or anything, or having to rewind and take a closer look at them. So you guys just sit back, relax, and I'll see you at the end of the video. So these are probably my less regrettable ones, because these are actually my very first customs I've ever done. Looking back on it now, I only wish I had been able to videotape these ones, because they're my first ones, So you always want to be able to look back and say, you know what, this is how I started, this is where I began. The process on how I approach it now compared to what I did back then, it's sort of like, a wow factor, So, just looking back at it now, I only wish I had videotaped it just for nostalgia, but I'm not too unhappy with the fact that I didn't. What I regret about not videotaping this one's because this was one of my first ones I ever did that was very personalized. This one was for my dad. He's a big James Bond fan, especially Sean Connery. That's his James Bond. Mine is Roger Moore, but his is Sean Connery, and he loves Sean Connery. So I decided to do all the James Bond movies Sean Connery did. I got the silhouettes, the Bond girls, everything, the poses. That was Sean Connery. That really says, he was the first and original James Bond. And because they came out so well at the early ages of my customization, I kind of felt like I really missed the ball on this one. So, maybe next time. Plain and simple, the reason why I regret not videotaping these next few customs is because they're one of my favorites. I've done 4 Westbrook 0.1 customs in the past year and a half, and all 4 of them came out cool. And out of the 4, I've only recorded 1 for whatever reason. Like these ones you see in the Afro Samurais, and these ones here, the Dragon Ball Z custom, they're probably my favorites of all time. You talk about like 1A and 1B. So, as much as they were early in my custom career, if you want to call it, I should have had the foresight to actually videotape them, because they came out amazing, So, and quite frankly, the Afro Samurais that I did were pretty much the make and break for me. Like I told myself, if these ones don't come out well, I'm not going to do it anymore. That, that's, I'm just going to put away. So the mere fact that the Afro Samurais encouraged me to continue on with the customization game, I mean, any person with real good sense, they probably would have just said, okay, let's start recording what you're doing and, you know, continue from there. But as you can see, like with the Dragon Ball ones and even my Afros the second time I did it, they came out really nicely. Just one of those things where you just say, ah, man, I wish I would have recorded these ones because they just came out so cool. But, once again, you can see that this is another time where I didn't record only because it was the first time I'm trying something. So you're starting to pick up that pattern here where I've never did ice skates before. So I decided, okay, let me not videotape it just in case they come out, not too well or whatever. I don't have proof of that, but once again, I over exceed my own expectation, and they come up real cool. The Frozen theme, you have Elsa on there, you have Olaf, you got the snowflakes, all the cool stuff. I even put the glitter on it and stuff like that. They came out really nice, and once again, I just don't take the process of it. So, again, just another time I just dropped the ball. But these things happen. I don't regret as much as the other customs not videotaping the boxing gloves, only because they were a time sensitive project. The client needed it for a certain time. I didn't want to risk it, and setting up and editing and all that stuff does take time for me. So I decided I'm just going to get those done, make sure he has it, and that's it. I do have video of him receiving the gloves and stuff like that, but I don't have video of me actually making it. And I wish I did because, again, I'm putting out these YouTube channels, these videos for you guys, and I want you to see how I do these things because, like anything else, starting from nothing to something always look cool. And as you can see with the Louis and the Gucci gloves, those are my gloves. He gave me the inspiration to do something like that, so I decided to do gloves for myself, and they turned out pretty cool too. And at the end of the day, to have all this work done on all those gloves and not have any video on them is a bit of a shame. So these customs right here, not recording them was entirely not my fault. The client, who is a close friend of mine, let's just say he likes to procrastinate on a lot of things, including ordering for his grandson. I don't want to go into detail, but let's just say he did not leave me a lot of time to do these customs. I wasn't really sure if I was able to record these ones in time or to even have them ready for him because what he needed and what he wanted compared to the time that was given to me was very big different. I tried my best to give him something really cool for his grandson, and it turned out really great. Like the fact that I got the uses of the neon, the emblem, and the Miles Morales Spider-Mans. I have old and young on both sides. And I mean, it came out really cool, as you can see through the pictures. And it's, again, regrettable because I even gave him a custom box. I was going to videotape all that, and it just turns out because I didn't have the time frame to do so, I really missed out on something really cool. So, once again, not my fault, guys. You can blame this one on the client. Last but not least, and definitely my most regrettable custom I did not videotape was my beautiful wife's Nike Air Force custom shoes. Now, for many reasons, other than it just being my wife's shoe, I regret not videotaping this one because this shoe has everything. I mean, everything you can possibly imagine. So as you can see right now, it changes colors from yellow to purple in the sunlight, which was really cool. On one side, you'll see her portrait. That's actually what my wife looks like. On hot weather, and it does work, you can see her go from dress to bathing suit, like that wow factor, right? And once it gets cooler, like the temperature goes down, or if you use some cold water or something like that, you pour it back on, and she will go back from the bathing suit to the original dress she was wearing. This shoot, I mean, I wanted to show my talent with this one, and for a special person, obviously, like my wife, but I am not sure if I didn't actually not videotape this one or I had the video and it just was lost. I do believe, I think I just lost it on another phone, but I should have backed it up or have it somewhere else, because as you can see, this has everything. Like, that's why I call it poucos de tudo. That means a little bit of everything in Portuguese. And as you can see, it had the neon laces, the neon Nike Air, the portrait. She loves flowers, so I put flowers on the other side, put her name in glitter, both her name and nickname. So it's really like a deep personalized shoes for her, but I also want to show my talent for everybody else. So I kind of dropped the ball on that one, obviously, but again, I apologize to my wife multiple times. That's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. Again, those are my regrets, but this year is going to be different. I will be videotaping a lot more to make sure that I don't have these regrets now that I did before. If you did like the video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and if you are subscribed, hit the notification bell, because that tells you the next videos I do. But until then, this is Sel, Toronto's best kept secret for your custom everything, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, peace.